Hi, I'm Pete. I'm the developer of CrochetChart, and I'm going to walk you through the changes in this new version, number 3. I'm going to do it in person this time. Let's see if it makes it a little bit easier to follow along with the steps. Okay, first up, the main screen. It looks very different. Your projects used to be contained inside of the app, and now your projects are saved as files on your device. So if I look at my own screen, these are my created projects. You can recognize your CrochetChart projects files by this little icon on the bottom left. If you tap and hold on a file, you get more options to edit it, to copy, rename, and move them around. So now you can also decide to move your files to iCloud or Google Drive or Dropbox, for instance, if you want to automatically sync them with another device. On the top right, there are some more buttons. There's the first button to create a new project. It's still the same. You can create your own folder. This is for changing the layout of the main screen so you can show your files as a list or change the sort order. And this is the main settings button, which also contains the feedback form. So if you would like a quick response to any issue you're encountering, that's probably the best way to go. So let's start with creating a new project by using the plus button here. Let's go. And changes here are, I increase the number of rounds for the initial guides to 50 and increased also the canvas size, so it's now twice as big. I've added a ratio slider, so you can adjust the shape of the placed guides, so you can have other shapes without having to create them yourself. Oval guides are new, so let's use that for now. So you can go horizontal, vertical. I will go horizontal for now. Okay, let's create this file. Okay, first thing that is new is you can now add your own colors. So I will select the paint tool on the bottom left and then select the color here. There's this new switch, so these are the available system colors, and this one will change to your own color palette. Use this button over here to add your own. And you can use the sliders or the spectrum or the grid to select and create any color you like. If you close this panel down, your new color will appear here, and if you tap and hold on it, you can choose to edit it at a later time or delete it, for instance. So that's that. I'm gonna change the color to blue just for now. Another new option is you were able to place your symbols aligned in a circle like this. If you tap and hold on the center now, you get a new option to change the symbol and the number of symbols in the circle at any time. So if I select number, I can change this from 12 to, let's say, to 20. So you don't have to place it again yourself. Next to this, there's also a new option in this tool to place them aligned on a line or on a square. So if I choose a line, for instance, place it like this, use the handle on the top right again to adjust the spacing. And again, if you tap and hold on the center, you get the option to change the number to anything you like at any time. And the square looks like this, just to show you. So that's that. Let's clean this up. Okay, another new option is to place any image into your chart. So use the graphic tool for that on the bottom right. Go to the top, select the image here. And then you can select from the photo library or from your files. My image is in my file, so I'm gonna select that. I have this image here I'm gonna place. Let's say, for instance, if I would like to trace this image, it's probably easier if I reduce the opacity a bit. So I use the color tool here and then select a new opacity option here to reduce it a bit. And then I'm gonna lock it using the lock tool here, so it can't be moved. So let's say, for instance, I would like to recreate this design in a crochet chart. Your option in the previous version would be to like place this symbol here. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Wait a minute. Move it around. So your only option would be to duplicate the symbol and then rotate it, and then your symbol would look like this. So, and that's obviously not what you want in this case. So let's delete this. In this new version, you have the option to create your own symbol using lines or images. So in this case, we're going to use lines. So I'm going to place a new line using the graphic tool like this, rotate it like this, maybe so. Scale the line a bit like this. Then I'm going to use a new line width tool at the bottom here to reduce it a bit so it resembles the existing symbols in the library for best results. Then I'm going to duplicate it using the duplicate tool on the left. Rotate the line. And then I'm going to scale it back. I'm going to duplicate this one too. Place it here in the center, rotate it, scale it a bit, throw it back like this. Then I'm gonna drag around these new free shapes like this, and then select the group tool over here at the bottom. So I have a new symbol group. I'm gonna tap and hold in the center. There's a new option, convert to symbol. So tap that. And there's your new symbol. This will open automatically the legend panel, which is also has another look, but function kind of the same as the previous version. So let's place this symbol on the correct position like this. It doesn't have a description yet, so you can use the description button here on the top right to edit your own. So now this symbol is added to your legend and also to your tools and will behave as any other symbol inside of the app. So you can change the color or swap it with another symbol and stuff like that. Another option to create your own symbol is to place an image into your chart again. I'm going to go for files again. I found this symbol online. I'm going to place it into my chart. It's kind of crazy big, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to scale it down a bit like this. And then I'm going to tap and hold on the center of this image. And again, I get this option, convert to symbol. And as you can see, it also shows up in my legend and also into your tools. So you can also create a symbol from any image you find online or whatever. But make sure they're PNGs, so they have a transparency to them. Otherwise, you can't change the color, etc. Okay, I guess these were the most important changes to the app. I think I'm gonna upload some other videos to explain some stuff a little bit more, like tracing an existing design and stuff like that, or recreating it. But for now, this is just an overview of the new features of version 3. Hope you enjoyed it, and even more so enjoy the new features in the app, of course. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to get a message if there's a new video to watch. Okay, see you next time.